was a sunny day anyway. So why should we complain? It was a sunny day anyway.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. And welcome to the Thunder and Lightning Podcast. I'm Thunder.
I'm Lightning.
And I'm Monsoon.
And we got her.
Yay.
We got her.
She's back
I'm
for a
back.
limited time. Just kidding.
Get a little closer to your mic there.
I'm trying to.
Okay.
There we go.
There she is.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Hello.
What's going on? People, you guys talk about your week because I'm so excited to get to the news. But
Okay.
we
Okay.
should go in order.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I've been working a lot,
Mm-hmm.
nonstop. So far there aren't that many, or I should say, so far there haven't been any COVID cases on the floor. But
Okay.
we're just preparing for the next wave of that. But so far it hasn't hit. Knock knock. I've been writing the high fantasy that Lightning's been talking about with him.
Well, if you bring up the book, what's Chris going to
I
talk
know,
about
jeez.
when we ask him what
Sorry.
he did for
Oh,
his
Christ, I'll just go home now.
Oh my god. Well,
Yes,
No,
Lightning
yeah.
and Monsoon's Anime Corner. I mean,
Yes.
Thunder and Monsoon's Anime Corner.
No,
There we
well,
go.
now you got to go.
Damn. You don't even... Whatever.
Yeah, we're almost done with chapter 2.
woo!
Do we
Oh,
know...
that
That was the
just
worst
not
high five ever. No, do it again. There we
Yeah.
You have to catch it on.
go. Yeah, if the fucking high five's not loud enough to pick up on microphone, what do you even
Then it's not
doing?
worth it, yeah.
Then there's just a moment of awkward silence.
How many chapters we think this bitch gonna be?
Ooh,
20.
at least 20.
All right.
Like-
Maybe a little more.
Lightning has like this whole outline that he wrote out, and like I'm just trying to. I'm the one who's like trying to like flesh out everything, like
Right,
give it
right.
like more structure.
Yeah.
But he has the whole outline done, and
And we're a little, as far as the outline goes, we're a little ahead of schedule, so I'm thinking
Yeah.
it might be a little longer. The original concept was going to be 20 chapters, but I think it's going to run a little longer because we're adding stuff.
Yeah.
And
we're adding stuff, and also like it's kind of like how like I can like see the events.
Right. Well,
coming out.
it's the difference between the draft and the final thing, because you
Right.
could say I want
Right.
chapter 17 to be this, but then
Right.
maybe that's a
And then
3-chapter
changes,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
and we're
No,
both
that makes
writing
sense.
dialogue and extra scenes and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So, I mean, it's coming to life.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Monsoon's doing a great job at that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Lightning's also doing a good job at writing dialogue as well.
Yeah.
Like so far, like what our strategy has been is like Lightning will write dialogue for a specific chapter, and then I'll like use that dialogue and I'll like just build the scene around that. So far we've gotten like 19 pages
Yeah.
into it. So
In one full chapter.
yeah, in one full chapter. So
Cool.
Yeah.
not bad.
That's cool.
Is that all you want to tell them about your week? Is that all they're privy to? Is that all they get?
I've
Is that all they're worthy of?
I started playing Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's a fun game. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you want... no, she was on a roll. I was going to say, do you want to talk about that in the game section? But why?
Okay.
She's
Let's
already
do it now.
talked
Yeah.
about it,
fuck
yeah.
it,
Okay. It's really fun. I'm a person who likes to enjoy video games as opposed to rage quitting, so I'm playing it on story mode.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I am really liking it. Like
Good.
I've never played like a Dark Souls or like Bloodborne game before.
I've heard as far as Soulsborne games go, this one's on the easier side.
Yeah.
I also wouldn't know. It was a tough game. I played it on,
No, I'm
on
sure.
the master difficulty,
Oh,
and it was...
the
not
hardest
easy.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, the fact that it even has a difficulty option lets me know that it's on the easier side of
Yeah.
the Soulsborne likes.
Mm-hmm.
What do we call those? Like,
I think you just did.
I guess it's
Soulsborne.
just such a mouthful. A Dark Souls like, I guess. Souls like.
Souls-like.
That sounds better.
There we go.
Souls like. There's a bunch of those now, but I've heard that Jedi Fallen Order, is one of the.
I can't wait for the SpongeBob Souls like.
Oh, I know. My dream is Castlevania Souls like.
Oh, that'd be
That'd
really
be
cool.
cool.
There's a section in Bloodborne that's like basically what if Castlevania was Dark Souls, but you could get done with it in like an hour and a half, and I just want a whole game with the oh, okay, no, I'm not going to talk about this. It's just the mechanics would coincide with each other pretty well, I think.
Have you seen the anime for that?
For what?
Castlevania.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of season 3. I don't know why I haven't finished it yet.
I haven't even started season 3 yet, but like it's really good. I can like I know that there's probably a game like surrounding those characters, but like, if they did that and then mixed it with like Dark Souls,
Oh yeah, no,
that would
would
be a really good game.
there's no amount of money I wouldn't pay for that.
Right.
Tell them what you did with the lightsaber.
Oh no,
What I do?
you break. Oh, in the video game.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the dual lightsaber.
Yeah, you got
Oh, not
got it a little earlier than you were supposed to get it, though, didn't
Yeah,
you?
but I was scared that I was gonna miss
I
it.
know. There's, I don't think you can miss it, but there's like huge potential to miss out on grabbing the dual lightsaber.
Okay.
So she
Did you?
looked.
What's happening? Did you miss it and she didn't, or?
No, she just.
I just
went
I
looking
looked
for
it
it.
up. I'm
Oh,
always like
oh.
I'm always worried that I'm gonna miss something like really cool,
Yeah.
and like that's why like for example Breath of the Wild, I looked up so many like walkthroughs
Oh.
on like where to like find certain things.
See, if you make a deal with me, your friend Anthony.
Yeah.
If you play a real Dark Souls game, don't do that shit. Just play
Really?
it, and if you miss it, go back on your second playthrough or whatever.
Okay.
Because of all the games because I do that to games too all the time.
Yeah.
But of all the games to like ruin, it's one of those games. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It was just funny because I know you get that like 30% of the way through the game,
Yeah.
and like 2 days into her playing Fallen Order, she was like, "I got the dual lightsaber," and I was like, "You what?" I was
Sucks
like,
that
"You're
they-
that far into the game?"
I think it's because like it's a quote unquote open world, but like so like you're able to go to worlds that
Yeah.
you haven't. Well, I should say you haven't gone to, but also you can go to them, but then you have to progress further along in the story in order to proceed through that world.
Right.
And when I got the dual lightsaber, I actually had to stop like progressing in that world because I didn't have the certain skill.
Right.
So now I'm actually like going back and like going to like the right planet to progress the story. So yeah.
It sucks that they spoiled dual lightsaber in the
Mm.
trailer.
Like I said to her, and you might already know, there is a third lightsaber function that has been pretty. It's not as hype as dual lightsaber, but I feel like nobody's really spoiled it yet,
Okay.
at least for her. That
No,
face.
I'm kidding. Yeah, like I think I'm like, I don't even know how far along I am. All I know is like,
You're having fun.
I am having fun, and I have to go back to Kashyyyk, because I guess they found the guy I was looking for, but yeah, I'm having fun. So yeah.
Good. Good. I'm glad. That's a PS4 exclusive or no?
I mean,
I don't know.
I only play PS4 just
Yeah.
because like I don't
Yeah.
really have the room for an Xbox, and I don't really, honestly, I don't really have any interest in Xbox games.
I mean,
If-
there's no now that Cuphead is on Switch and PS4. There's like literally no game other than
Yeah.
that Killer Instinct game that never took off, and Halo. That's all you're missing out on.
Yeah, I'm
game
not a
exclusive-wise.
shooter game person, so Halo.
Meanwhile,
Y'all are missing out on Spider-Man.
and God of War and Bloodborne
Oh, yeah.
and Ghost of Tsushima, like the game of the year every year it comes out
and,
is
and Kingdom Hearts.
no Kingdom Hearts 3 is on Xbox and
Oh,
PC.
really?
It just came out on PC too.
Oh wow.
And Mario.
And Mario
I feel like always on like
and Pokemon.
this is like a really weird segue, but like I feel like in E3, the quote unquote winners are always gonna be Sony, which is PlayStation, or Nintendo. Like there's never like, oh, like Xbox is gonna be like there's gonna be a big game on Xbox this year, or like PC, blah blah blah. That's a pattern I've seen, and it makes sense.
The car soccer game.
Rocket League?
Yeah, I know that's not exclusive for Xbox, but wasn't it at one point when it first came out?
No, I think it was on PC first, and then it came to everything else.
Oh,
Yeah.
You
okay.
can get that bitch on Switch now too. I can't
Wow.
imagine
Really?
it runs well,
Right.
but that's why I haven't picked up Smite on Switch. I'd love to play Smite on Switch, but I can't imagine it runs good. You'd be surprised. Usually at E3, I'm right there with you. I'm like, oh, Sony is gonna win, but
Mhm.
like. Sony's been, Chris will attest to this, Sony's been either not showing up lately or just kind of giving shit conferences.
Wow.
Do you
Yeah.
remember the last one we watched where it was like, here's 30 seconds of Resident Evil 2. Now here's 20 minutes of a dude playing a flute. You want to
Yes.
you want to play Ghost of Tsushima now, right? And
Oh
it's
my
like,
God.
no, I didn't see the game.
And then you did play it and you loved it.
No, yeah, it's great. I'm gonna go back to it after I think I'm gonna go back to it soon because I do want to finish it. Yeah. What about you, Chris? What
I
have you
started a
been
new
up
job
to?
today.
Yay.
Yes, yeah. Today.
Yeah.
Not like, yeah.
I cannot talk too much about it.
Right, of course.
Right.
Um,
HIPAA.
But
yeah.
you're liking it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been one day, but you seem to be liking it.
yeah, I mean, well, the secret agent world, you know.
Yeah, the FBI, that kind of stuff. CIA.
exciting.
If in our next skit, Chris is completely bald and he has a barcode on the back of his skull,
Oh, one
you'll
thing.
know why.
Another thing fun that happened today.
Can't believe whatever I just fucking said is going to remind you of this.
It did not.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
actually, it did. Actually, it did. Thunder and I switched facial hair,
There we go.
and we did not talk to each other about it.
Yeah, Chris has forbidden me from going back to my goatee because now he has a goatee.
Yeah.
So if I go back to my goatee,
I have
People
to
are gonna-
instantly grow a beard back
people are
out.
going to say, why did you copy Chris?
Yeah, you piece of shit.
my
I was
God.
all ready to show up today, like, listen. Actually, I did. I already gave you my spiel of, I'm not trying to copy you, I just don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
And you had a full beard, so I thought, well, if you're going to copy me, even though we both had a full beard when we met each other.
Well, here's what happened. I was going to shave. And then my fucking dad was like, you should shave. And I was like, well, I'm not shaving now. Because if I shave now, he's going to think that I did it just because he told me to. I fucking hate when people do that.
Right.
Shave.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, good.
I'm liking my facial hair situation right now.
No, you look good.
Although
Yeah.
my mustache, the mustache part of my beard grows like very quickly.
I love it. You should get some wax.
No.
No?
I mean
See,
the
like a
part
little,
that's
like,
I mean the part that's
curl?
like over my lip.
Oh, just trim it.
No, I know. What I'm saying is I have to trim it
Daily.
very
Oh,
frequently.
yeah, I get what you're saying. I like this, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I think if you intentionally made it prominent, it would look very good.
I don't know.
Okay. Fair enough.
Hair enough.
Fair enough.
All right, well, that's enough of this podcast.
But we haven't even
Oh.
got to the news part
Thank you for
yet.
listening. Oh.
Thank you for enjoying my week, Pauline.
Well,
I tell her everything,
You
so
do
I
tell
guess
me
now I don't have to tell anybody else. No, that was it.
But have you been playing anything?
I play Battlefront.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, tell them about your record.
Oh, I did beat the house record.
Oh, you did? It was at-
Suck it,
It
Michaela.
was at 40, right?
She
Had it at 40.
She had it at like, what did she have it at? I think she had it at
60?
she had it at like 47 or maybe
Oh.
even 52.
Okay. What is it now?
57.
Nice.
Nice.
Fucking. I love how every time you guys beat the record, you crush it.
It's every time we do it, we're like, well, that's the best I'm ever gonna do. And then like 78 games later, there's one game where it's like, oh, don't understand why I'm doing so good. You know what it is? I know you don't know much about that game, but you get multiplayer
I played
shooters.
Battlefront 1.
Yeah, but you get like team shooters and stuff.
Yeah.
It's the grenade for me.
Yeah.
If I start off, and like especially with Star Wars, there's an Endor stage,
Mm-hmm.
and it starts off in like if you're a stormtrooper, the rebels are literally funneling down 2 tunnels to get to you. I just throw a grenade down.
Oh, okay.
They're just running at me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and just take 5 out at once.
Yeah, no, that'll happen to me sometimes in Smite. I'll have like 3 games in a row where we lose and I got like a kill and like 9 assists and I died like 15 times. Oh, that's dust from my floor.
That's hair from your head.
Yeah, hair from my head that is now on my floor. And then I'll have one game where like either the other team really sucked or I'm just like motivated to be on my A game and then I'll get like 10 kills, 1 death, 49 assists.
See, in our house, we count assists as at least on that game, assists still count as kills for us.
Okay.
Because the way that game works is you could get every single hit on a guy, but if somebody snags the
Yeah, that's how
killing,
assists work in every video game.
yeah, that's what I figured. So we still count assists. You could do 90% of the work.
I see. That's not how. So how many kills really is the?
I don't.
Is
I mean,
the-
I could go search it out, but even the game counts assists as kills.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, that's okay,
You can
hold
look
on.
up. You can look, like on the board, it'll say kills, and it'll have your total assists and kills. But then you could
Oh.
look down, and it'll say
Why would it do that?
assists and kills. Because that's kind of scummy if you do all the work and somebody
No,
jumps
that's
in
how
at the last
assists.
second.
I mean, it is scummy, but that's how assists work in video games.
I don't know. I like how they handled
Maybe
it.
they're just being kind. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I like it. Don't take my 57 away from me, Anthony.
I think I just did.
I think you're full of shit.
Wow.
How was your week?
Thank you for asking me for I think the first time ever on this podcast.
Well, you just blab on and on. I figure you're just gonna tell us about you. You usually tell us your week first.
No, I always say, "Hey, Chris, how was your week?" And then we go from there.
As someone who listens to the podcast,
You
It's
can't
true.
whisper into this microphone. You're already too soft as it is.
I'm sorry. As someone who listens to the podcast frequently, it's true.
Thank
Well,
you.
All right.
My week's been fun. I've been looking into. I'm not gonna give anything away, but I've been looking into some certain, we'll say, social media platforms that
Nice.
I think Thunder and Lightning Corporation is going to try and take advantage of.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't
No.
want to talk about any of that yet.
No, I
Okay.
don't want to talk about any of it yet. One of them I'm very excited to start trying, but that's basically what I've been doing. I've been writing a video essay that I'm going to record probably tomorrow. That'll be out Sunday, and I've been researching how to go about all that other stuff I was talking about.
A lot of exciting stuff happening behind the curtain.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Unfortunately, I hate when people do this, but there's a lot of exciting stuff that's happening, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I can't talk about it. Oh, I can talk about this. Sorry to go off topic for a sec, because this has nothing to do with how my week went. And here we are in the middle, 17 minutes into the podcast, and this is the first time I'm mentioning this. Ooh, excuse me. Chris and I, Thunder and Lightning, we're getting on to
Engaged?
a schedule. We had a schedule before, but the schedule was basically let's just do the stuff when we meet up. But
Yeah.
now we actually have like a written out schedule. So some things are going to be missing for a couple weeks, mainly cinematic relief.
I don't even think it'll be a. I think we might just miss one episode of one thing. That's best case scenario.
No, well, we've already missed 2 or 3 cinematic reliefs.
Oh, really?
Cinematic relief's been coming out very inconsistently. That's the big one, but it's starting soon. It's going to start coming out.
Cinematic
regularly.
reliefs and skits, I think, have been inconsistent.
Yeah,
And the schedule is going to help all those inconsistencies.
yeah. But because we're getting on that schedule, we're going to miss some things. I think we're going to skip a Kingdom Hearts and maybe a few other things. I'm not sure. Maybe just Kingdom Hearts. But that's happening. I was playing Smite. I was playing a lot of Smite, right? Because I was trying to get the Avatar skins.
Yeah.
And I got all of them except one. So I didn't get the Avatar Aang
Aw.
skin. But it's fine. There was 6 of them, and I got 5. So I
Oh,
feel like I did pretty
There were
good.
6 of them? I thought it was just Angkor and Zuko.
It was Aang, Korra, and Zuko, and then it was Avatar Aang, Avatar Korra, and Blue Spirit.
Oh, okay. I see. Gotcha.
Yeah, so I got all of them except Avatar
Aang.
Aang, which it's a little different when it like I already like because he's a skin for Merlin, right? And I can already play Merlin as Aang, and the fact that I can't play him as glowy Aang is like, it's whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
I tried my best. But because I was playing that so much, I stopped playing that, and I started playing Final Fantasy X. I talked about it a little bit last week. I've played Final Fantasy X before, but and I don't want to give too much away because I want to play it with Chris someday, so
Okay.
I won't spoil anything. But the way you level up in that game is not traditional leveling up. you don't go like level 1, level 2, level 3, stuff like that.
I think I know what you're
But
talking
you
about.
what happens is every time you battle, you accrue like a number of points, and you put those points into something called the sphere grid, and essentially you move on the grid, and each node that you go on is like a new stat, like plus 200 HP, plus 1 strength, stuff like that. So that's how you level up. But there's not traditional like levels. And in the remaster, there's a new one. There's a new sphere grid. Usually how it works is you're playing as one character, you do theirs, and it's like, you're done with theirs, great, now you can pick someone else's to do. In this one, they all start in the middle, and you can put them wherever you want.
Oh, that's cool.
So me having played it before, because I played it once when I was a kid, and I played it once when I was like 19, I think. And then I bought the HD remaster recently, and I was just like, neat, whatever. And then I found out that this was a thing. I was like, oh, I want to play it right now. And I've been playing it. It's fun. I will say, I don't understand. So Final Fantasy 13 is a game that everyone hated.
Oh, wait, was it just because it was like the fancy corridor or something like that? Like there's no like open world stuff. It's just like you just go through.
Neither is there in Final Fantasy X. I don't understand why. I've never played Final Fantasy 13, but I don't understand why so many people got angry when Final Fantasy X was the same thing.
Right.
Everyone's main complaint with FF13 was it's super linear until the very end of the game, and then you get to the open world, and that's exactly what happens in Final Fantasy X.
Right.
You have to do the story until like basically the final boss, and then right before the final boss, they're like, now you can go wherever you want,
That's
and then you do.
That's actually the opposite of Final Fantasy 15, where like
15, yeah.
Yeah, you like you go like at the very start of the game, you can like explore like the whole entire world, but then like at the very end, it actually like gets like super linear.
Do you want to know what someone pointed out to me?
What?
There's 15 Final Fantasies, obviously, and
Yep.
there's 15 chapters in that game, and people are theorizing that each chapter was loosely based on each game.
Oh, really?
That's why the 7th one is filled with fucking action. It's the
Oh,
one where
yeah.
you fight the big dude, and the 13th one is a huge, long, like 3-hour hallway.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Alright.
that's confirmed, but I heard that. I was like, that is so
That's
cool.
hilarious.
That makes a lot of sense.
I watched the like I was going off of like a Final Fantasy kick just because 15 was coming out. I thought it looked really cool.
Sorry, Chris is doing magic tricks over there.
But there's this one guy who like played it. He played through the whole entire thing. Like there's like a walkthrough version, and then there's like a movie version where he like just like plays the entire game without any commentary.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
And
see what you
like
mean.
I think I watched the entire thing like once through, and like I was like trying to figure out like all like the secrets like in the in case I really did want to buy it, and I have it on my PS4. For some reason, like I have a habit of doing this. Like if I see like there's a game on the PS4 store, like on the online PS4, like the
Mhm.
digital store, and it's on sale, I'll be like, mine, put it in my cart, and then I'll buy it, and then I'll never get to it because
Oh, yeah.
I-
I do that all the time. The other day, I got Little Nightmares, Guacamelee 1 and 2, and Far Cry 3.
Yeah, there we
I don't
go.
want to play those games. I
Right.
will someday, but not right now.
I got let's see.
It was $30 for everything I just said, by the way.
I got like a crap ton of Lego games just for like under like $50.
Well,
like,
those are some premium games usually.
Yeah.
I love Lego games, but like
They're
only
fun.
some of them.
I got
I like the superhero ones.
I got DC Villains. I got
That's the one I'm playing
yeah,
right
there
now.
We go. Yeah, I got DC Villains. I got Lego Batman 3. I got let's see, The Avengers, Marvel Heroes,
Wow.
Marvel Heroes 2.
Wait,
the-
you got all 3 Marvel ones?
There was a third one.
There's Marvel superheroes, and then there's Marvel's Avengers, which is based off the movies, and then there's Marvel superheroes 2.
I think I got all 3.
The movie one is not as good as the other 2.
I kind of figured.
Just putting that
um,
out there.
What else did I get? Lego Incredibles, I think.
That one I've heard
um,
good things about. I haven't played it myself.
Lego. I got the Lego Ninjago movie game,
Okay.
and then I got the Lego. I think I got the Lego movie game.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You did pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like shocked. Like I think like each of those was like $5.
That's
That's
cool.
pretty good.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think I know what we're gonna do when we go over to your house.
Play a lot of Lego games.
Yeah.
You sounded like
La.
Big Boss just now. You sounded like Revolver Ocelot.
No, she was getting ready to rap. She forgot where she was though.
But no, Final Fantasy X is fun. I just kind of like hit a wall the other day. It's just this pisses me off in any RPG when I play it, where like I'm playing, I'm doing good, I'm doing fine. I'm not grinding. I'm just going. I'm playing, and then I just hit a wall, and it's like, hey, this boss is gonna fuck you up, and you gotta go grind. Except fuck that. I didn't grind. I just pushed through.
Nice.
Nice.
And I made it to the part of the game. I thought the like you can go anywhere now happened so sooner in the game, but I
Oh.
guess it's like the whole game and then that and then basically like the final little dungeon. This is the remaster, right? And in the original, in the international version, so every version except the one we got in America had like super secret, very hard, you'll never beat these ever bosses. And I guess they're in the remaster, and I didn't know that. And you can just fucking stumble upon them. Like the other day, I was just walking. I was trying to like find a collectible or whatever, and then I just found one, and I didn't even get a chance to like take a turn. Like, because if I did, I could have run away or
Jeez.
something.
Yeah.
But they just killed me, and I lost like 10, it was only like 10, 15 minutes since the last time I saved. But still, I was like, you could just. Like, all the enemies die here in one hit because it was so long ago. But this, like, weird secret boss, I could just, like, accidentally run
Wow.
into it.
Wow.
I think that's like the one thing that turns me off of like those kinds of Final Fantasy games. Like, for whatever reason, I got the World of Final Fantasy game, and like I guess like it's a little taste of what it's really like. It's like you're walking along, and then all of a sudden like the screen like shatters, and then you're
Yeah.
facing. I don't like that. It's just like
Okay.
I don't know. Like it's just the one like the element of surprise like kind of like takes me back, and like I'm a wuss about it. But also like. What if I don't want to? What if I don't feel like fighting someone right now?
Well,
What
that's
if
why I
just
like
wanna-
FF10 because in some RPGs, you remember Earthbound, you try to run, you might not
Yeah.
make it. In that game, it's just a spell. You use run, and now you're gone.
That's
you know.
good.
But yeah, some and each I wish you'd think that being called Final Fantasy, they would like all have. Like they do have similar mechanics, you know. They all have the same magic and stuff like that. But the running away is different in every single game.
Is it really?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
in Final Fantasy VII, because of the active time battle, you have to like hold run, and they like run towards the screen, and then sometimes they get away. But in this one, it's like a guarantee that you'll run away.
Are you
which
talking about
is
the
nice.
remake version or?
No, the remake version. It's not a.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's an action RPG,
Yeah.
so there's no real reason to run away. But if you want to, I think you just can.
Okay.
I'm done talking about that. I want to talk about news.
Okay.
I want to talk about news.
Okay.
Do you guys know what I'm so excited about?
What?
Did you hear about the thing?
What?
Scott Pilgrim, the game, is
Oh,
back.
I did hear about that. Yes, I did.
Ubisoft said, we'll take it, and they're remaking it. Well, they're not. No, sorry. They're not remaking it. They're just re-releasing it. But it's going to have all the DLC obs. And it's going to be on everything. It's going to be on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch. I'm so excited
That's cool.
because that game, it's not just hard to find, it's impossible to obtain because it was digital only on the Xbox 360 store, which was taken down, I think. Either the game was taken down or the store itself was taken down. I don't think you can access to the XBLA anymore.
Are we gonna play it on the channel?
Yeah, I think maybe that social media that we were talking about that I was hinting at.
Oh, I'd be down for that.
But yeah, I'm
Thought
just,
she was just gonna lean into the microphone and just spoil. You were just like, I thought you were gonna be like, this.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I'm just so excited. Apparently it was announced during Ubisoft Forward, which was like their E3 thing that I totally missed. Usually I catch them, but I definitely didn't watch this one. I don't know how I didn't hear about it. And then all of a sudden I see people talking about it, and I'm like, huh? And I'm so excited. I guess there's not much to say about it. I just
No, that's
They-
exciting.
I thought they said it would never happen. You know.
Well, dreams do come true.
It's kind of like how Kingdom Hearts 3 got announced, I guess.
Well,
I mean,
no.
the Euphoria, I
Ki-
guess.
Kingdom Hearts 3 was always going to come out. We just weren't sure when and how and for how much.
Mm.
But like, the Scott Pilgrim versus the World video game was dead. Like, I own it still, probably. I assume I could go play it on Xbox 360 right now. But I don't want to, and also, it just sucks that you can't buy it again. Same thing with the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Genesis fighting game.
Oh.
You just can't get it. It's one of those games where it's just like completely gone. Or it's like no, it's not Genesis. It's like Saturn, PS1. I don't know. No one cares. And it's just like I don't know. It's just cool that this is happening, and it makes sense. You know, it's weird that it wasn't limited run games. I'll say that. You'd think that limited run games
yeah.
would be the people to be like, we'll do it, like we did with Night Trap. Remember? But it was Ubisoft. Ubisoft was like, yo, Brian Lee O'Malley, let us get that Scott Pilgrim heat. Like 9 years after you finish the books and like 11 years after the movie comes out. So I'm very excited about that. They announced... So the PlayStation 5 event that was supposed to be on Wednesday was rescheduled for this Wednesday. So that'll be on the 16th. We're recording this on the 14th. So we'll talk about it next time. But
I like how unintentionally, at some point or another, we let people know exactly when we're filming.
but they did announce the prices of the Xboxes, and they announced a second Xbox, which I'm excited about.
Really?
So, they announced that the Xbox Series X, which is the next generation of Xbox, is going to be $499, which
Wow.
ooh, bless you.
Thank you.
The Xbox Series X is going to be $499, which is not a price increase from the Xbox One, which is exciting. But they
God,
also
it feels like the Xbox One just came out.
no, it's been like
No.
it was like 2014, 2013 when PS4 and Xbox One came out.
I feel
Really?
like
Yeah.
because all throughout college I kept thinking like I really want to get a PS4 because like they had announced Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 were coming out, and I really wanted a PS4. All throughout college, I just remember all throughout college I was like, I want to get a PS4, I want to get a PS4, I want to get a PS4. And then the day that I passed my nursing license test, like I asked my brother's always on his computer, so I was like, Jimbo, like, let me see if I passed. And then like we were both like hoping and praying that we passed, because like I told my brother, like, if I pass my nursing license exam, I'm gonna buy myself a PS4 because I deserve it. And he's like, do it, because he also likes Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
It's like we were waiting for the unofficial result to pop up, and finally I said that I passed, and like we both screamed and scared the crap out of my grandma.
Nice.
So yeah.
I got a PS4 for Street Fighter 5, and I hate that game. No, so they announced us a second Xbox. It's going to be called the Xbox Series S. They still can't figure out how to fucking name shit.
No.
They go from 360 to 1 to S.
Yeah, not 360 to 480,
Or
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
or just that,
Right.
or why is it called the 360? Why isn't it called the Xbox 2?
Or the
A, B,
Nint-
C, D, E.
or the home entertainment system, the home entertainment system 2, the 64 pixeled one. Then we're gonna make our own stupid names.
Imagine if they called the Xbox One the Xbox 64,
Oh my
even though
God.
it doesn't
They might as
clearly
well at
doesn't
this
run on
point.
60. Yeah, tell me about it. No, so it's called the Xbox Series S.
Can I have some of your lemonade?
Oh. Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm gonna talk about the
Yeah.
S
no,
if it
go
kills
ahead.
me or not.
Okay.
It's gonna be $299, which is $200 cheaper than the Xbox Series X, and it's going to be it's going to be smaller. Literally, it's going to have less hardware. It's going to have less hardware space. It's going to have less storage. It's going to look shittier, and by look shittier, I mean that we're talking the difference between 4K and 1440p.
Wait, I thought you just said that it was gonna cost $500.
200.
There's
you said.
two different ones.
Oh,
The
okay.
Xbox Series X, which is a
Oh,
true
there-
blue.
There's X and then there's S.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's
all right.
their fault for naming it this way. The Xbox Series X is the one that is gonna be the next gen, and it's gonna do all the things
How many-
and stuff.
How many people do you think are gonna buy the wrong one?
Everybody. It's when they made the Wii. It's just like when they made the Wii HD.
Well,
And the
that's-
Xbox
that's-
Xbox Series S is gonna look shittier and run worse and have no disk drive, but it's gonna be $300 cheaper. I mean,
Oh, so
$200
they-
cheaper.
Tried copying the PS5.
Except we don't know the PS5's price yet.
Right.
Oh.
Wait, they're gonna make a different version of the PS5?
Well, there's one
Yeah.
with
There's one
that's
with
just digital.
there's one with a disc and one
Oh.
without a disc. But as far as I can tell,
They're the same.
it's the same hardware,
Yeah.
just no disk drive. This one is
Right.
literally like a shittier, and by shittier I
Ooh.
mean it's still next gen. It's still going to look amazing and be better than the Xbox One, but it's not going to be as
Right.
good as the Series X.
Do you think that's foreshadowing for PlayStation being like, they're gonna be super expensive?
Yeah, I think Xbox announced this because they knew PlayStation was about to. That's probably why PlayStation rescheduled a week later, because they were
Yeah.
like, "Fuck,
Right.
our shit's too expensive.
Right.
We have to redo something." Because for people like me who wanted to get both, I will gladly get the disced PS5 and the discless Xbox.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like,
Ooh, I don't like that. That's how we're gonna have to refer to stuff.
Discless.
yeah, I mean,
The discless one.
well, I'm the weirdo who said it like that.
I
There's
don't
the-
think, but that's like where your brain went, because that makes the most sense.
Yeah. I
Digi-
should have said digital.
Digital and software.
No, I like the disc.
Discless.
I can't. Disc.
Discless.
Oh, it's. I like it. Discless.
there was
I
one-
like it.
There was one other thing.
That was a Game of Thrones reference. Thank you.
What?
Oh, I got it.
Cool.
Um,
thanks.
I haven't watched Game of Thrones.
It's um, watch season 2, episode 7. That's all you need. It's called Blackwater.
Yeah, it is the
um,
best episode.
It's the best episode.
Okay.
It's all you need. You need no context for it.
Okay.
Literally no context. They announced a new Hyrule Warriors out of nowhere.
Oh my god, that thing. I thought when I first saw the trailer, I thought it was like, I thought that was wow. I thought that it was just like a prequel to Breath of the Wild, which I mean it is.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was gonna play the same, but it's like straight
No.
up Hyrule Warriors.
Have you heard about this, Chris?
No, where does it
So-
fall on the dumb timeline? That's what I want to know.
Well, here's the thing, because for once, it actually matters. Because
It does.
So remember me a couple weeks ago? Actually, I was talking about Hyrule Warriors. How it's a Dynasty Warriors game, but with Zelda mechanics and
yeah.
So they're making another one of those out of fucking nowhere, and it's called Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity, and it's a literal prequel to Breath of the Wild. You have not played Breath of the Wild all the way through, so I won't spoil anything, of course. But if you play Breath of the Wild, you unlock these memories, and you get to know the story. And all the story in Breath of the Wild happened before the game actually started. They're all
Okay.
flashbacks. You're actually going to get to play that now. You're going to get to play as... So far, they've just announced the 6 characters you'd expect,
Yeah.
Link, Zelda, and the 4 Guardians. And it makes sense because when you learn about it in Breath of the Wild, it was like this huge war. And that's what Hyrule Warriors is. It's you, the player, playing as Link versus like literally thousands of
Mhm.
dudes because they like die in one hit or whatever, because that's
Yeah.
how Dynasty Warriors works.
It's fun.
And it looks really cool, and I'm excited for it. But I don't. Here's the thing: Hyrule Warriors, Warriors games in general, they do this. They like to do this thing where you play through the main story, and the main story is like way too many missions. And that game is map based, so you play on like the same 7 or 8 different maps, right? And then you go to what is essentially missions mode, and missions mode is like, missions mode is like 400 to 500 missions, and that's how you unlock characters and costumes and weapons and all that stuff. But those also take place over the same like 7 or 8 maps, because we're not going to make more maps. We'll just change the scenario from map to map, from mission to mission. So what I'm hoping they're doing, and what I think I would really appreciate, if it was just a story mode, if it was just a really solid like 18 chapter game, each chapter has a new map and no mission mode. That's what I would like. Especially because it's going to be story driven. Like Hyrule Warriors had a story, but it wasn't canon. It was just like, look what we did with Zelda. But this one seems like it's going to be a canon. It doesn't seem. They've confirmed it's going to be a canon prequel to Breath of the Wild.
Cool.
So I think that the story mode is probably going to be really important and probably really interesting. Hopefully interesting. So I think it would be maybe a good idea to get rid of mission mode or like any of the superfluous, like, I don't need costumes. I don't need, this is coming from me, but I don't need costumes. I don't need, all that stuff. Just give me a solid Warriors experience that I can play from start to finish, and then maybe at the end of the game I unlock New Game Plus, like every other fucking video game. You know?
Do you think that this like game right here could be essentially building on Breath of the Wild 2?
No, I think this game's going to have absolutely nothing to do with Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, like I sorry. I was just like imagining it like at the very end of the at the very end of gameplay, like there's a little like taste of why like Zelda chopped her hair off.
See,
why they're
I wouldn't like that because that's the shit that pisses me off in Kingdom Hearts. Like, I really don't want to buy Melody of Memory or whatever the fuck it's called, but I'm gonna have to because there's gonna be fucking Kingdom Hearts 3 shit in
yeah,
there.
you're right.
And if you played enough, you unlock a new cutscene with
But
whoever the fuck.
I also really want it because I like the music in it.
See, that's
I'm-
fair.
I'm-
That's fair. You can like
Yeah.
and want the game, but I don't want
No, I mean,
this dumb, in my opinion, dumb looking Kingdom Hearts game that is gonna have like this much to do with
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3, but because of that much, I have to buy it.
no,
You
I
know.
think, you know what you could do? You could also watch the cutscene on YouTube.
No,
when it
and
comes
I
out.
and I will, but that's where bring it back to what we were talking about. That's why I don't want like a little teaser for BOTW 2
right.
at the end of Age of Calamity because like some people aren't going to buy Age of Calamity because they hate Warriors games. It's just going to happen, you know. So that would be unfair for them,
Right.
you know.
That's
But
valid.
I personally think it looks very good, and I'm excited. And all the games that Nintendo is announcing, whether they're remasters or new games, they're coming out like now.
Yeah, they are.
like the Mario All Stars pack, the 3D one releases like tomorrow or some shit, and Pikmin 3 comes out later this month again, and now this Age of Calamity thing I think comes out in December
I think
or
so,
January.
yeah.
It like comes out like super quick. Nintendo didn't have many games this year. They pretty much just had Animal Crossing, and then they said good luck.
Oh, yeah.
But the games that they've been announcing recently, even Origami King, they announced Origami
yeah,
King, and
they
it
did.
came out like a week later. That's the way to do it, man. Have a small team produce it and make it a good game, and then just like, here it is. It'll be out in a week.
right.
Or in the case of Mario All Stars, it'll be out for a month or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck. Okay. That's all I want to talk about news-wise. We have not as much time as we usually do today. Do we want to skip Goop, or would you're the guest. Do you want Goop or not to Goop?
Let's goop.
Okay. Let's do one real good Goop.
I was gonna say one goop.
One good Goop.
And then Chris is gonna yell at me for defending Gwyneth Paltrow's
Don't
price.
defend her. Why?
not-
There's nothing to
I wa-
defend. She's a
I
psychopath.
wasn't defending her.
You're gonna defend Gwyneth Paltrow? I did not anticipate you defending
No,
Gwyneth
like
Paltrow.
you started yelling at me because like in my head, the price.
First of all, time out. I've never yelled at you in our
No,
entire relationship.
I've never heard you yell at another human
Yeah,
out of anger before.
No, you were like saying like, oh, but
I
like-
might have been passive aggressive.
no, you were not passive aggressive.
Hang on, before you start arguing. What's new? Wellness, clothing, beauty?
Clothing.
Clothing, okay.
Wait, what about the sex one?
Oh my god.
Wait, what is... Yeah, where? Wait. Isn't there a sex one?
He did not yell. Well, okay, he was not passive aggressive. He started getting very upset that in my head that the prices that Gwyneth Paltrow gave her vitamins made sense just because like she was probably trying to rip them off of what uninsured medications were like. Just saying.
Where's the sex one? Did you take it off your store, you coward? Whatever, we're doing clothing. Pauline said clothing. We're doing clothing. I couldn't find the sex one somehow.
At least we got a good round out of that one.
I think that was a sale. Now that we're talking about it, I think that
Oh, a
might have
sex
been like
sale.
a sex. No, but I don't know. Clothing is so boring. It's just shirts.
Then do wellness.
If I see another fucking Clothing is not good for our game. We're doing wellness. Naked woman on the wellness tab. Probably Gwyneth herself. This is good. This might be good. Oh, I've actually heard of that thing before. Yeah, let's just go with the I'm assuming it's by newest. Let's just do this.
Okay.
This is nice and non-useful. This is called, and I'm sorry, Chris, we can't play the version of the game where you guess what this is. But this is an infrared sauna blanket.
Is it a blanket?
Well, you'd think, right?
Well,
The picture.
Oh gosh.
My cereal. The picture. I think you're supposed to. Hang on. Hold on. Let's read this. It's also V3. This is their third attempt
Oh,
at the
it's
infrared
rated
sauna
V?
blanket.
it's rated V for 3.
No, this is their third go at it. Because
Oh,
V1 and V2 didn't quite work out, I guess.
cool.
This isn't just a heated blanket. It's an infrared sauna to wrap yourself up in. Just turn
That
on,
sounds like a blanket.
turn on, preheat, probably not in that order. Turn on, preheat, tuck yourself in, and let infrared heat plus layers of amethyst, tourmaline, and charcoal do its magic. Premium non-toxic interior and exterior fabrics.
That sounds borderline
So
dangerous.
this is not
Yeah,
a
it does.
blanket. This is a Snuggie, essentially, with no
Okay.
arms.
An electric snuggie.
This is what it looks like. You, like, slide
Oh.
yourself into that,
It looks like a sleeping bag.
and it, like, yeah, thank you. It looks like a sleeping bag, but they call it
Looks
a
like a-
blanket.
I get what you're saying.
yeah.
Looks like a body bag.
Oh, don't say that.
It does though.
But it is a body bag.
It is.
It's a bag you put your body in, and it gets real hot.
I've seen body bags.
Mm.
Also,
Yeah.
maybe we should have looked out for this, but I feel like there's a parenthetical, right? And it says plus layers of amethyst, tourmaline, and charcoal.
So of course
I
it's
feel
gonna-
like amethyst, tourmaline, and charcoal, whether it's edible or not, is always in the product. we-
Charcoal.
Charcoal. I'm just pronouncing it weird. Charcoal.
Oh, okay.
Like the yeah.
well, I didn't mean to put you on.
Oh no, it's fine.
It's this site.
Right? Yeah. No. Yeah.
You say a weird word, and I say,
No,
did
I
they
just-
make that up?
I just feel like every time we read something, they're like, it's got added amethyst and tourmaline, and it's like
I think tourmaline's a word they made up.
Tourmaline. And it's like, what is amethyst and tourmaline? Shut up. Is it edible? Dude, fuck, I don't care. Put it, inject it straight into your eyeball. How much we think for this fucking coffin?
$500.
What do you got?
600.
Chris, I think this is the first time ever
Oh.
that you straight up you win.
Yay.
Because the infrared sauna blanket V3 is $500.
Yeah.
Yay.
Free shipping, of course. I should have mentioned that beforehand, but I think everything on this fake ass, bullshit ass,
Oh my God.
non-scientific site has free shipping.
Well, yeah, everything's marked up 10,000%, so
Right.
they can get away with free shipping.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at this, and like this thing takes up like not a whole bed. What part of me goes in this? My whole body? Cause no.
It's probably made for small petite women like Gwyneth Paltrow.
Either that or it like stretches out. She's not petite. She's super tall.
I don't know.
I think she means slender.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about how short this. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't have it. It just doesn't look like I
Can
would
you
fit
can you
in it.
imagine like you it's just like the size of a potato sack and you're just
Yeah.
you're just
yeah.
hopping around your house with it like around your legs.
It's set. Why would they? It says turn on and then preheat.
I think it says,
you
like-
maybe.
It's turn on, let it heat up first, and then you can slip like right into it. I don't know.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. In my head, I was like, all right, just gotta
Like a
tuck myself in.
microwave or a gas oven or something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that.
In my head, for some reason, I was like, all right, let me just snuggle in. All right, and preheat with me in it.
Oh gosh.
And then you're essentially just a
like
baked
you're,
potato
you're
at that
cooking,
point.
yeah.
All right, I think that'll do it for us.
God, I hated that.
Oh yeah, no, it's quite a way to go.
Did you guys want to do
Um,
like hold on? I was thinking about this the other day because I heard you say this. Do you want to do like a cancel dead people corner?
A what?
You guys were like talking about how you're canceling dead people.
Canceling dead people?
Because like you wanted to cancel Robert Ebert for like his horrible movie reviews, and then like you also talked about canceling.
Well,
Thomas
we'll start a
Edison.
Thomas
petition to
Edison.
Yeah.
cancel Ebert.
Yeah, I'll cancel Ebert. Fuck it. Fuck
Yeah.
him. I'll cancel him.
Okay.
First signature though has to be email. Has to be. Has to be or bust or I'm out.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll cancel. Can we cancel Joan Rivers? She sucked. I feel like
Yeah.
she was kind of canceled before she died. She's dead, right?
She
Yeah.
is dead.
Who
She died
knows?
of a heart attack, I think. Yeah.
Oh well.
A lot of comedians died of heart attacks, unfortunately. But oh well.
Why is that? Is it because of
Cocaine, Anthony. It's because of cocaine.
It just okay. Well, yeah, if you put it that way. Sounds like I know exactly why they died. If you put
Okay,
it that way.
just to make it official, in this week's corner of canceling dead people, we talk about Joan Rivers, who sucked in general. Thank you.
She did suck. She was very transphobic.
Yeah.
Was she?
Oh yeah, she's a big transphobe. But she got her own show, so.
You know who else sucks?
Yeah, who?
Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Is also still alive, by the way.
Right.
but-
No. Here's the thing. If I may speak of Ellen DeGeneres for a moment, because Ellen DeGeneres for a long while was like the one celebrity who could do no wrong.
Right.
And like I feel like everyone loved her, and if you didn't, you were weird. Like, why do you hate? If not if you didn't like her, but if you hated Ellen DeGeneres, it's like, why? What is there to hate? There's no reason to hate her.
Can tell by the eyes.
Yeah.
The
There's
eyes?
something. There's just something not right going on
I
in
always
there.
felt like people liked her just because she gave away gifts to like random people. Like, okay.
I liked her because I thought she was a very positive, force in the
Right.
in the talk show world. But it's just see, here's the thing: if it was like 3 years ago, maybe even 3 or 4, and Ellen DeGeneres was canceled this hard, I'd be like, no, how? But because it's 2020 and like someone gets canceled every other day.
Oh yeah.
Like the fact that Ellen DeGeneres, America's like favorite lesbian mom, was like canceled, I was like, well, this might as well happen.
I mean, it's 2020. Why not?
Mm.
Grant him.
and then all these videos surface of her being an absolute.
I haven't
jerk.
seen any videos. I've just heard.
Yeah, I've only read articles.
Did I
Yeah.
tell you about the There's just this. She had a. I didn't. There wasn't enough of this clip for me to know, but there was a foreign-speaking Chinese or Japanese or
Oh
Korean
no.
kid prodigy on her show, and there was a translator there, and she asked the kid a question, and the translator tried to translate what she asked to the kid, and Ellen DeGeneres, as a joke, I guess a joke, quote unquote, cut her off and did that thing where it's like, oh, I only said this, like you're talking, as in like you're talking for too long.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're saying more words than I did. And then the translator trying to like
Do her
be
job.
trying to do her job and be professional was like, okay, I'm sorry, and started talking again. And Ellen DeGeneres was basically just like, nah, it's okay, whatever.
Oh
We're
my
going to something
God.
else. And everyone laughed because, it's Ellen DeGeneres and it's her show and she's probably being silly, but I was just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck her.
Did you hear about the Beyonce thing she did?
She did a Beyonce thing.
Who did? No.
I
what's
think it
happening?
was Beyonce. I think, or it might have been Mariah Carey. One of those two. They were pregnant and didn't want to say anything because they had a miscarriage beforehand.
Oh, I think I heard about
Oh.
And they didn't want to announce that they were pregnant because that was traumatic for them. And Ellen made them drink wine.
this. It was Mariah
on-
Carey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the show to prove that she wasn't pregnant, but she was pregnant and she really didn't want to tell people, so she drank it.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Ellen was like, to prove it, drink this.
Oh
And
my
she was
God.
like, okay, I guess
Yeah.
I'll drink it.
I read about that.
That's just okay. That's okay.
That's kind of
All right.
psychopathic.
Yeah.
That's
And then she
That's-
came out like, well, I had a miscarriage. And then that ended up being a miscarriage, too. And it's like,
Right.
what if it was because of that? Or
Oh my
something like that.
So,
I don't know if
okay,
that's
so
how
hold
that
on.
works,
So hold
but-
on. I don't. Well, maybe I don't know. I don't know anything about that process of it. But just so I can get it clear, you're saying that Mariah Carey in the past had a miscarriage
Yeah.
once,
So
Yes.
she had a
and
miscarriage.
because of
yeah.
that,
She didn't
she
want
got
to go
pregnant
public.
again, and she didn't want to go public with it until
Yeah.
she was sure
Yeah.
that this baby was going to happen. And then Ellen pulled that bullshit, and then it actually didn't happen.
Happen again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. Well, and on that note,
And on that note,
thank you for listening. Sorry about all the dead baby talk.
Yeah, that.
yeah.
Sorry.
But in the meantime, we are getting Calamity Ganon Hyrule Warriors.
We are getting Calamity Ganon Hyrule Warriors. I don't think that's exactly what it's titled.
I'm
but-
sorry. I tried.
No, fuck it. Calamity Ganon Hyrule Warriors.
Calamity Samity.
Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. What the fuck did you just say?
Calamity Samity.
Calamity Sam.
No, that's not what he said.
No, I know, but
you
he's-
said a thing.
He's trying to be
All right.
funny.
All right. He's trying to be funny, is what she just said. Damn. Get fucked.
No.
My girlfriend, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
sorry.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, I've been Thunder.
I'm lightning.
I'm Monsoon.
Stay
I'm just
safe,
teasing.
stay clean, and we'll see you next time. It's all jokes, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
To play so I better do my best to